A date is released. The royal premiere of No Time to Die will be September 28th, and our hearts start to beat again. We start to hope again as Bond fans. We start to imagine that this is the time that we will get a movie. And the final countdown truly starts. We start to see promotion, the items, the pieces, sunglasses, clothing, toys, keychains. Some people call it the hype, other people call it marketing. I call it the engine that sparks the excitement in all of them. I think it's safe to say that the stops and starts of this movie have played just a little bit of havoc with our lives, with our psyche, with our ability to truly believe that we are going to get a movie. But here we come. And look, I am not immune to those doubts. It was only a month ago that I proactively recorded a simple 2-minute video. It was a funny video, but it was a video in the case that this movie was going to be delayed. Yes, that's how much this was weighing on me, my expectations. I said, I'm going to do this small video, I'll get it loaded up, and then when we get the announcement, I can just hit public and it goes up onto YouTube. I am so happy to tell you that I don't have to post that video. We are getting a movie on September 28th. What's that? Oh, you want to see that video, even though the movie's not delayed? Oh, because it's funny? Because it's you, I'm going to take a break from this video and I will show you the video that I created in case we had a delay. Here we go.
Hey David, No Time to Die is coming out at the end of September. You should really get excited.
Oh, brother. I don't mind all the false starts, half as much as what you think of me. You must think I'm stupid.
Oh, come on, David.
No.
Come see the movie.
No.
Please.
You just want me to get excited all over again, just so you can delay it and have my heart crushed.
This time, we're really showing it. See, here's the Bond marketing plan with all the brands you know and love.
It is a marketing plan. Everyone is here. All of our Brown, Peel, Tom Ford, even Aston Martin. This time, we really are going to get a movie.
Peculiar thing about this marketing plan, it's dated 2022.
Okay, there it is. By the way, voice talents not just of myself, but of my wife Danielle, who played the Lucy character. It was going to be fun, right? It would have been a funny moment in a very dark time, but I don't need to post it. I don't need to even show it because the movie is here. And as some of you may know, I have the absolute fortunate circumstance to be going to London to attend with Danielle and a few other friends the Royal Albert Hall red carpet event. We'll be walking the red carpet. We'll be seeing the movie that night amidst celebrities and fans alike, and I'm just jubilant. Very hard to concentrate on anything else. But we do need to step back because one of the things is throughout this delay, there's one thing that remains constant, consistent, and strong. And that is the foundation of the Bond community. It is a term that we use for all the fans that appreciate Bond. They could be diehards, they could be lighthearts. Is that even a word, David? But it is the Bond community filled happily with a variety of so many different people with different backgrounds and bringing different things to the table. Now, I have to tell you, during this time, the content that was created, the contributions of people, and mostly the emotional support of keeping these fans alive, thanks to the fans, was unbelievable to watch. It was amazing. So The most excited thing that I have on my brain right now about going to London isn't about the parties or the event, and it's not even the red carpet. It's that I get to see so many of these people that I connected to online. I get to see old friends that I haven't seen in years. Thank you, pandemic. I get to see new friends, and I get to make new friends along the way. Ultimately, that's what happens because, yes, we have bond in common, but that commonality tends to neutralize and we become humans after all. So we have to step back because all of you watching this right now are going to see the movie. That's probably not a doubt. You may not be walking a red carpet. You may not be in London. You may be seeing it on the 28th. You could be seeing it in November. You could be seeing it in October. But eventually we're all going to see it. So what do you need to do to prepare for watching No Time to Die? Well, there are a couple things. One of the first things you want to think about is who you're going to see the movie with. Are you going to introduce Bond to a family member? Are you going to introduce it to somebody that doesn't even know Bond? That's exciting. Are you going to watch it with a group of friends? Does it need to be small? Does it need to be large? You want to share this with others so you can nudge them and go, hey, look at this. And by the way, that's part of the experience. Creating an immersive experience is going back to the theaters, to the cinema, and watching it the way this movie, the way the Bond movies are supposed to be watched in a theater setting, popcorn in hand, big giant Sprite or Diet Coke or something like that, maybe even a libation before and afterwards. But you want to create an experience, an immersive experience around this. Some of you are going to be making decisions around, is it going to be IMAX? Is it going to be Dolby? Is it going to be a local small boutique theater? That's part of the charm. Some of you may say, I need to see it on the big screen in IMAX, but ultimately you're probably going to want to see them in different venues. And happily, the world's cinemas are going to accommodate that. Now, there are going to be some people that just can't see this right now. Either they have to wait until it actually comes to their area, or in some cases, the pandemic may make them too nervous to go out in public, or it's being delayed indefinitely and they have to be locked down in different parts of the world. We need to be respectful of all those different situations. This is a very sensitive subject. I understand that. But I think that we should all be very considerate of spoilers. There's going to be twists, there's going to be turns. We haven't seen it all in the trailers. This is one thing you need to do to prepare for the movie, I believe, is do not share spoilers. And there's a lot of different levels of spoilers. People could say, wow, the trailer's a spoiler. I think it's within the realm of twists and turns and plot points are truly spoilers. I know I'm going to have a review come out after I've seen it, but it's going to avoid spoilers. I may do a spoiler written one, but it's going to be way down the line. I would like to make a call for everybody to just be considerate about that. Talk to your friends first, ask them if they're avoiding spoilers, and certainly, content creators, if you're posting something, be considerate that a lot of people won't get to see this when you get to see this. A part of the how of watching this movie is not just the people or the environment or the movie itself, but you. Yeah, you. What? Yeah, you. What are you going to wear? As I'm surrounded by clothing from No Time to Die. It's something to consider. Now, if you're going to a major event, you may want to get dressed up. There is nothing wrong with wearing a tuxedo, even to a local theater. It's fun. It's a James Bond film. And by the way, the person that you think is making a judgment call on you, they don't pay your rent. So what do you care? Lose your embarrassment gene and do you. Do what you want to do. Especially we've been waiting 6 years, close to 6 years to celebrate this movie. So please celebrate it the way you want to do. For me, I know in going to London, there's some events and parties. I needed to get my suit tweaked. I needed to get my tuxedo looked after, my tuxedo shoes shined. I have to get everything in order with my Globetrotter. I got to get it filled up with Oliver Brown and then Peel. I mean, I want to celebrate the brands that I've been talking about for years. That's part of what I'm going to do. But I lost a little bit of weight. I leaned down. So might be preparation that you need to do. Try on your outfits beforehand. Don't wait for the day of, because you may need to get a little nip and tuck, or, and this is okay, hashtag Bun25 Fitness Challenge. You may need to let some things out, but don't wait until the day of. It'll be too late. As a matter of fact, as an example, look what I did. I got Steve, my tailor, involved. Take a look at this short video. Okay, so you'll have to excuse my unkept kind of persona here. I'm unshaven. It's early in the morning. The coif isn't on, but I needed to start trying on the different outfits that I'm going to be wearing in London, because there's the premiere, there's the red carpet premiere, which I'll have my tuxedo on, but there's also going to be other parties, other events and things like that. And of course, I'm going to want to wear the Tom Ford No Time to Die suit. You've seen some videos and reviews on these, but here's the reality. And it's a positive reality, but it's a reality I have to deal with. And that is, during the pandemic, I dropped 20 pounds. I leaned out. I wanted to start getting a little bit more shredded versus bulk, and I lost 20 pounds. So what happens when you lose 20 pounds? Your outfits change. Now, I've kept everything up here, which is great. So shoulders and chest, actually the suit fits better there. But if I button it up, I don't know how well you can see here, but I've lost so much that I've lost the Tom Ford, what they call the suppression. So now it almost looks like a board. It looks flat. And so I've invited over the man, the magician, the wizard of sewing, Steve the tailor. Now, you've heard about Steve the tailor in a lot of my videos. He has transformed jackets and coats and all types of things for my body type. He knows me very well. He's going to be coming over here to the collection today to help me with this and other pieces that I'll be wearing abroad for the celebrations of No Time to Die, including this suit. Now, we're not going to have to do a lot to this suit. Literally, we just need to create a little bit more of a suppression here. And that could be as little as moving the button over just a wee bit. I don't need to be like, no, I just wanted to have that iconic Tom Ford suppression. And again, I'm a 40, 41 up here. I'm a 30, 31 down here. So it doesn't fit bad, but it's just a little bit too 2x4-ish, and we need to create that suppression to really give the suit its due and also make me a little bit more comfortable. So let's wait for Steve to arrive. Hi, everybody. I am so excited to introduce Steve
Laparty.
Laparty, and he is my tailor who I talk about all the time on the channel. Steve, how are you?
Very good. Nice. Yes. Good to see you.
Good
Dave.
to see you too. And you,
Yes.
it's your second time being in the collection, and the golden gun is your favorite piece.
Yes, it is. Yes, the golden gun is my favorite piece. I
loves
got
it.
shocked when I saw this one. Yes, I don't know. Something just got me with the case.
It's
everything
amazing.
else. Yes, it is amazing.
So Steve is taking care of me right now. He's working on my tuxedo, the shirt, the jacket, the trousers, because I lost some weight, and you're
Yes.
making it fit perfectly for me.
Yes, very good. Yeah, it looks great now.
He makes
you
me
can
look
go
great.
to the premiere.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
You're going to make me look the part.
Okay, yeah.
And Steve knows my body. He knows the way
Yes.
I like things fitted. But where did you learn tailoring?
Oh, I learned tailor actually. I was 11 years old when my mother took me to this tailor shop and said, I don't want you on the street. You know, we're talking about now back in 55, 58,
Yeah.
you know. And that's what I started my trade, yes.
Unbelievable.
Then I came in this country in 1970.
Yeah.
And I pick up again, you know, after I was there for years. And, you know, I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing great.
And
What part of
glad
Italy
to
are
meet
you from?
I'm from Palermo, Sicily.
Oh,
Yes.
they make good people
The
there.
island.
That's all I'm
Yes. Yeah. And I'm glad to meet you.
Oh, I'm glad to
You're a
meet
great
you too.
guy,
Oh,
Dave.
thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank
This
you.
has been Steve. Steve, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank you. Okay.
If you've watched any of the trailers and some of the promotion of No Time to Die, you know that this particular movie is going to be one that takes all of Daniel Craig's films and rolls them together into something that is somewhat of a finale, of course. So here's a helpful hint, which is a bit of a duh, but not everybody's doing this. Why don't you start with Casino Royale and watch the Daniel Craig movies leading up to No Time to Die? I, for one, am going to start this weekend. I'm going to do a movie every night until I get through them all, to really appreciate the story flow. I've actually never done this. I've never watched them all back to back, but I'm going to do that. And I think it's going to really create a little bit more relevance of the storyline. And I don't know, just prepare me. And listen, of course, going to get me even more excited to see the movie. Give it a try. Okay, so why did I move to go in front of one of my bars? Well, I did it for those of you out there that are certainly of age or have the proclivity to have some adult beverage libation like this, like Bond often does in celebration of the movie or even in preparation to go to the movie. Safely, please. This isn't a PSA, but still safely. And this is a little helpful hint that I've done through being in the world of science, but also being in the world of experiences. And that is, pick yourself up a packet of these. This is called Liquid IV. You can find them on Amazon all day long. When I had some Bond friends stay over, these were going aplenty. So basically you take one of these, put it by your bedside with some water before you go to sleep. Not in the morning, before you go to sleep at night. After you've had maybe a couple of drinks, you just tear this open, put it in. It's very tasty. And in the morning, you're going to be able to, hashtag Bond25 Fitness Challenge, you're going to be able to work out, do your things, just be human. But these little helpful hint, because there may be a little bit too much celebration going on. Something that I always like to do is before you go home after the movie, think about going to a location, a place. It could be a restaurant, it could be a bar, it could be a friend's house, just where you can kind of detox. And I don't mean detox from drinking necessarily. I'm talking about detox from the movie. You're going to want a place to really just talk about the movie. What did you like? What didn't you like? Just to calm down from it, just to go straight home right afterwards. Little bit of a letdown, but and it doesn't have to be anything major. It could be just something post-movie where you have a moment to reflect. So the last thing that I'd like to suggest that you do in preparation for No Time to Die, and this is probably the most important one, is to please take a moment, whether internally or externally, to celebrate this. This has been an incredible adventure for all of us to get here. It's not just the people that made the movie. It's not just the engine behind it. It's not just the brands. It's we, the fans, have been on an incredible adventure and journey, filled with ups and downs. Who knows when we're going to have this type of resonance of so many people being excited about Bond across the globe. Let's take a moment. There may be things happening in your life, job pressures, family situations, girlfriends, boyfriend issues, the like. Take a moment for yourself. Enjoy this, because before you know it, it's going to be November, December 2022, and that celebration will be behind us. Take these small moments, have a quiet time, and relish in them. All right, just a couple hints to, I think, get the most out of No Time to Die. And listen, one thing I've promised, because we are going to London and possibly other destinations in the next few weeks, I am going to be bringing to you as many of those experiences as possible. I know many of you can't get there or you can't travel. And so I'm going to make sure that I've got live streams, I've got video, and I've got visuals that document this journey so you can all be a part of it. That's my pledge. That's my promise. And we're going to have fun doing it. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start getting packed a little bit more. I got lots of things to do. I got forms I got to fill out. And this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all legitimately real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.